up, y'all? Mr. Ready RT. About to go get some custom work done to the Charger. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna go ahead and cut the factory tips out for my 2017 Dodge Charger, and we're gonna do quad tips. We're gonna go ahead and get that install done today. So there's a couple different ways on these RTs that you can upgrade your exhaust tips for the regular RT that comes with the fake tips back there. You can go and buy the police package piece, the rear diffuser, and you can install it and then install the tips just like the Scat Packs and the Hellcats back there for a great look and finish. I like to do everything a little bit more cost efficient and for it to look just as good. So what I am going to do is I am going to cut my rear diffuser and install the tips myself. So we're going to wait and see how that turns out. Because if anything, I can always go buy the rear diffuser, the police package rear diffuser, and I could always go back and do that. But why not go ahead and do it yourself and save yourself some money first time up? And then, if I can't, I can always spend the same exact amount of money and just buy the piece, because it's not going to cost me anything to cut the one that I have now. So it's basically just a couple cuts. I've seen them done a lot of times, so I'm going to try my hand at doing mine, and we'll see how it turns out. But stay tuned. All right, so these are what we're going to be replacing today. We're going to take that whole black piece, that rear diffuser, off. We're going to cut right underneath it over here on this side and that side, and then same thing on that side and that side. We're going to cut it off and get it reinstalled once we take it to the shop and get them to put the quad tips in. So why not get a good cold start? Y'all, I'm out here at Lowe's about to go ahead and start this install. So for me, like I said, I like to do everything myself. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this install in the parking lot, because as you can see, I am in the Navy. I live in a barracks room, so I like to do everything cost efficient. So let's go ahead and get started with the install. All right, y'all, so we're laying underneath the car. So we have what I'm going to call a rivet. I'm not exactly for sure of the real name of it, but that's what I'm going to refer to it as today. So you have one here, the harder ones that you're basically going to have to go ahead and demolish this to get it out, and then the other ones that you can reinstall. So there's 4 of these and 2 of the rivets on the outside. So you have another one on that side, the one you're gonna have to demolish to get out. Sorry if you can't see it. And then you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. And then this is the other side. So there's 6 in all that you're gonna have to take out, and then we're gonna pop this thing out. And then these fake tips right here will still be on there, and we'll have to take those out after that. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, and then I'll bring the video back up. I have the rear diffuser off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a cut here and a cut here to widen that up so I can have a bigger exhaust tip there than the little ones that I might be able to fit in there. I've seen them both ways. I've seen them cut. I like the cut actual more. Gives you a little bit bigger a tip than trying to squeeze it in that little bitty hole. Basically, I mutilated one side, and then the other side, I actually just took a knife and stuck it in between the plastic on the inside and just pried it down, and it came out relatively quickly. So with this one, it took me a good little second to get it out, but all of the rest worked smarter, not harder. Got it done really quick. So this is what happens. You have your fake exhaust tips that sit in there. And I'm basically about to go ahead and take those out, those chrome pieces out. And then once I cut this, I'll put it back up and take it to the exhaust shop and let them weld new tips on. All right, now that I have both out, go ahead and show you. So they mount up in there, there's a couple holes. There's a few rivets in these things. I basically, since I know I'm not putting them back up, and even if I wanted to, I could just take these rivets out. They're like aluminum or something, so I just crushed them and snatched them out of there. I've seen people drill them out and everything down that line. Didn't feel, like I said, I'm out in the parking lot, so I didn't really feel like getting my drill out. So I just crushed those pieces and snatched them out. And so far, I'm basically all the way done. Once I make these cuts in the rear diffuser, I can take it and mount it back up there and take it to the shop and have them install the actual tips. But I've only been out in this parking lot for about, I would say 20 minutes probably doing this. It's not a hard takeout or anything down that line. It's just, do you feel like taking the time? And I do, to make this Charger look that much better. At that time, I've mounted it back on the car. I actually mounted it on the car and cut it on the car. That's up to you which one you would like to do. I basically cut where the bottom of the circle is, and this plastic is actually soft enough that you can cut it with some scissors. So what I did is I took a regular saw to it in the spots that I wanted to, and then I cleaned it up with my scissors. So if you come in, you can see that it's missing, and there's the actual muffler right there where the exhaust tip is. I'll go back after I finish with a lighter and smoothing some of this down. That's up to you. You don't want to go too much on it because you can melt your pieces, but you can come up with a lighter right against it nice and smoothly and smoothing that down. But this is it. And of course, this is you know, if you're down low and underneath the car, but basically this is the view that you'll see without the tips there. So now it's time to take it to the shop and go and have them weld my tips on. Yo, I'm here, S&S Custom Exhaust, man, Jacksonville, Florida. Hope these boys go ahead and get me right.
Riding through the hood, blowing smoke in the wind. Raising up my glass, let's toast to the wind. I'm only getting started, I ain't close to the end. I came to make a point, I don't want no friends. So I tell them bitches, bend over, here it come again. 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 Started from the bottom, but I stayed. This the home of the trill, nigga, land of the brave.
All right, y'all, that wraps it up for my install of my quad tips, cutting the rear diffusion, getting everything done. I do want to give a shout out to Alpha 345 Hemi. He's the reason why I went in and started doing the quad tips on mine. I seen his and it was amazing looking. He has a beastly charger, so y'all go check him out. Once again, that's Alpha 345 Hemi. That's his Instagram name. So go check out his, and I promise you, you'll love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful RT charger. So that's it, man. Until next time, look out for your boy.